So for today, we are going to go through a common topic here at the Disability Digest to help people understand how to explain that you qualify for benefits, or how to explain that you once you're approved that you still qualify for benefits in 2 sentences or less. It's important to have a short, concise statement when interacting with Social Security, when communicating to doctors, etc., rather than a long, unorganized statement that, unfortunately, because many just don't know how to organize it, they do. So we're going to help you sort that out today. We'll actually do some live role playing so that you can interact with us about your own situation, and we can help you fine tune it. All right, Jam. So as we get into this event about explaining in 2 sentences or less, can you share with us, like you're actually out talking with people every day? Well, you do
Mhm.
have 2 days that you don't talk to people, but you talk to a lot of people. And so can you share with us like what your experience is in speaking with people, maybe what their perception is about the qualification process and how to explain it?
Oh, right. So as a disability advocate here, and I'm often asked if any particular diagnosis guarantees that I can get and or keep Social Security disability benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And a medical diagnosis does not automatically qualify you for benefits. So disability claims are being denied at an all-time high, even though applicants are legit, legitimately diagnosed with serious illnesses or injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And people often assume that they will get approved for this um, disability benefits because they have been diagnosed with serious illness, such as cancer, a heart disease. However, a medical diagnosis by itself does not explain that the severity of your medical condition.
Mm-hmm.
And more importantly, a medical diagnosis does not explain your physical or cognitive limitations, which limit or restrict your ability to work 40 hours a week, 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm. All right, so there's some nuances here. Cool. All right, so at the end, folks, we'll give you an idea about how you can come join us. There's a membership here. There's no charge. You can speak with people like Jam about your potential case for no charge to get assistance. So what we do here at the Disability Digest is events like this and information and resources to help you get your benefits approved fast. Then once you're approved, we want to work with you to help you understand how to keep those benefits and then also maximize those benefits. All right. So, all right. I see that Philip Price has joined us in the house today.
Yeah.
Philip,
Hi, Philip.
good to have you here. Um, all right. So I'm going to share my screen. What you see here is this is an Einstein quote. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. And that's well said. This is, as you join us as a member and you go through the approval process, you are assigned an advocate that walks you through how to use our disability approval course. And this is one of the lessons in our disability approval course is how to explain that you qualify, so that I have it up on the screen. But I wanted to share that because that's what we're going to focus on here today. So this is what people commonly do. Maybe we can role play, Jam. How about that? Right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you ask me, I'll pretend I'm a member and ask me to explain, why I can't work.
Well, first, mm-hmm.
You just ask me, like you're doing your job, right? Say, Brian,
Yeah.
explain to me.
Yeah. So can you explain to me and please try to elaborate why you're not able to work any job at all for 40 hours a week, 5 days a week?
Okay, yeah. So I have a bad back, and it's painful, and I'm not able to do my job, and I've got some arthritis too, and my rotator cuff, something's going on there. So geez, I can't work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how'd I do, Jam?
Mm, okay.
You're generous.
That's not actually what I was looking for, but yeah, that's
Right,
okay.
right.
Yeah,
So
I'm asking for more specific type of limitations in order for you to communicate to Social Security why you qualify. So
perfect.
when you say your back hurts, you have to say what's the root cause of that and
Exactly.
how it affects your day.
Mm-hmm. All right. So if I was to correct that and say, I'm not able to stand for more than 15 minutes. Like if you see me standing here, I'm not able to do that for more than 15 minutes. And then
Perfect.
I've got to sit down in my chair over here after 15 minutes, and I only can do that for 10 minutes.
Mhm.
I've had 2 back fusions that cause this, and a degenerative disc disease and arthritis. That's why I
Awesome.
can't work.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah, so it might have been in the 2 sentence range, but that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the explanation of limitations, followed by what you're actually diagnosed and treated with.
Mhm.
So, Jan, the other week we talked about fibromyalgia, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do a fibromyalgia one and then one for maybe brain health. And folks,
Sure.
for those of you that are listening out there, we want to hear from you. We would like to hear how you communicate your 2 sentences or less statement to explain that you are either trying to get approved or that you can keep your benefits, right? And then we're going to critique these. When we critique, we can just keep it generic, so we're not going to shout out your name unless you'd like us to. All right, so fibromyalgia sufferer. So I'm not able to do a sink full of dishes for for my spouse and I have to take several breaks, do the plates, cups. I'm just not able to do it. And I feel like I have the flu 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And, I'm not able to work. It's my sit stand limitations, the sink full of dishes, and feeling like I have the flu. So that is a short statement for somebody that has fibromyalgia. Lupus could also be similar to somebody with MS, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's do one more. Kathleen, BJ, hi, welcome.
Yeah.
Let's do one for brain health. Somebody might have depression, PTSD, anxiety,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, okay. So for this, I always ask if what are their limitations and symptoms for members. For example, they have PTSD. They
Mhm.
tell me they have problems with concentration, difficulty learning new things, dealing with people at work or in social situations.
Good one.
And then they tell me, and then I ask, how are you affected? So they answer, I get angry, frustrated, so I just withdraw in these situations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or for some, they cry as well.
Yep. Yep. What about for depression? There's often situations where people
Mm.
are take 2 or 3 naps or they're in bed all day, right?
Yeah, for depression, I ask, do you sleep too much or too little? And how
Mm-hmm.
long do you stay in bed
Mm-hmm.
when you're
Okay.
awake?
Yep.
hmm
Yep. So if you're somebody
And
with brain health, it could be a statement like, when I'm around people more than 1 or 2 people, I get anxious. I'm not able to focus. I get angry. I leash out, and I just am not able to work
mhm.
because of that. Right.
Yeah. And also I ask what triggers your issue? And
Mm-hmm.
for others it's loud noises and bright lights and agitating conversations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those are just a few examples, but yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. Good job, Jim.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what we have for some statements out there. So we'll go through some 2 sentences or less, and we'll address those. And then after that, we can do some, questions on other topics. Hopefully, we can answer those as well.
Mhm. Okay. Here's one from Cheryl. I have lupus, osteoporosis, rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, spinal stenosis. It's why I qualify.
Okay. So I'll do this. Please don't take this the wrong way, but on a scale of 1 low, 5 high, I'm going to give that a 1. We have, and here's why. I could have, or somebody else could have those exact same conditions, but the severity of them, they could be mild and they could still be able to work. What you didn't communicate in there was any physical limitations or any mental limitations, right? So if you want to rephrase that and fire it back to us, we can evaluate it again. We'll probably have no one here next week after I score these, but I'm just trying to do the best I can to help people.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, this one is approved. John, approved because I had a brain tumor that created problems mainly with short-term memory.
Okay, better.
Okay. Yeah. Here's a better one. Stacy, I never go to town. I don't talk to anyone but my husband and my 87-year-old mom
Okay,
for brain health.
okay for brain health, but the
Yeah, I think,
the conditions were or were not listed.
yeah, not listed.
Okay, good limitations. I'm coming
Yeah,
in at 2.5, pushing 3. If you put some limitations in there, you're gonna have it.
yeah, but just for this one, I think she has depression.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Okay. I have carpal tunnel, OA of knees and hips, and this limits my abilities to sit, stand, walk, and use my hands to work an 8-hour day.
Good, but could be better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put that at like a 3.5. That could be better if you put the sit stand limitations with increments. Because if you could sit stand all day based on that statement, because we don't understand your limitations, that's going to be different than saying I can sit 15 minutes, I can stand for 10 minutes.
Right.
In there. So just a slight tweak, and that would be you're doing good on that one.
Okay. This one's from David. I am unable to stand or walk for more than 20 minutes at a time, with extended breaks following. I am also unable to mentally focus on a specific project for more than 30 minutes.
Okay, great limitations. Would you agree,
Right.
Jim?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Good
so
one.
but we don't understand what's causing it. What are you treated for? Right? So you have the limitations. Second part of it is what are you diagnosed with? What are you being treated for?
Right.
I'd say that's really good on limitations. I'm in the 3.5 range on that.
Yeah. This one's from Mark Burkhead. I've had 5 neck surgeries from 2014 to 2021. It has left my left side numbness. I have depression as well. I was wondering until February last year, 2022, I had to stop working due to my neck surgeries.
That's pretty good. So let's dig into this one a bit. So we understand there's neck surgeries, and we've had the limitations, but I expect there's more on the neck surgeries. Maybe the neck surgeries have left some mobility limitations or some arthritis or something else other than the surgery, because one could look at that and say, okay, well, you had the surgery and everything went well, then you should be able to work. So there's looking
like
for a
range
little,
and motion.
Yeah, looking for a little more on the side effects, if you will, of the surgery. But that's good. I'd give that high 3s. This has been great. I hope everybody's gotten some value out of this to understand how to communicate why you can't work, first of all, followed by the conditions that you are treated for. So